So depending on what you want to do, you should find the running blade for that. And I was at an event and people were like, oh, I watch your YouTube videos. And I was like, I forgot I had a YouTube, if you want me to be honest. What's up, guys? It's Annika the amputee, and I'm back. I always say I'm back, and I'm never truly back. Maybe that'll change. Who knows? But here we are right now. Gosh, life has been so crazy lately. I haven't had time to breathe. Like, this is the first opportunity I really had to even make a video. I was just at the Warrior Games and I was telling everybody like, oh yeah, I did track, field, shooting, swimming, archery, wheelchair, rugby, seed, volleyball. I'm doing all this other stuff. And they're like, what don't you do? And I'm like, sleep. Today, I'm gonna teach you about the different types of running blades. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking. They're like, oh, okay, running blades are so expensive and you're just bragging about having running blades. No, that's literally not what I'm doing right now. Like, I understand that I'm fortunate and I have access to these prosthetic legs that the general public may not. But here's the thing. There are so many resources that will help provide you with a running blade because, you know, I've heard that insurance says running's a luxury, which in my opinion, complete BS. There are like 5 organizations right off the bat that I can name that can help you get a running blade if you show that you're actually going to use it. So what I'm trying to do is show you, hey, these are the couple different types of running blades that I have, and help you decide which works best for you. We're gonna start with this guy. I'm gonna take this off. I don't need this right now. Oh, my liner! I was looking for this earlier. Wow, I'm so responsible. I was literally looking all over my apartment. I could not find this liner and I had it in my leg already. Ridiculous. This is my favorite running blade. This was my first running blade. This is the Osir X10. I think it's a Cheetah Xtend, and it's very dirty. This blade is what's called posterior mounted. Posterior, if any of us paid attention to anatomy, which we know I didn't. Posterior mounted means posted in the back. And when we talk about how things are mounted, it's in relativity. It's relative to how it's positioned on the socket being where my leg goes in. So this is posted on the back, posterior mounted. This is really important because I have a longer stub. My leg's pretty long for a BK. And things that are posted on the bottom don't always fit for me. And there's people who are congenital that will never have something distally mounted just because they don't have the capacity of it. Like, can you imagine having this entire thing underneath this? Like, that just wouldn't work. This is posterior mounted. This is my sprint foot. I love this foot for sprinting. And how this foot, from what I understand. Keep in mind, I'm not a doctor, so like, don't take anything I say like advice. It's advice, but it's not like professional advice, you know? But I'm gonna tell you it from my perspective because I'm not a professional, and it's kind of nice to hear it from people who don't always know exactly what's going on. So this is posterior mounted, and it's good for sprinting, and basically it gives you the energy that you give to it. People think, oh, this is like a spring. Like, there is no way to bend this thing. This thing is tough. How this works is high knees, high knees, high knees, high knees. So you want to use as much energy as you can, because it's going to give you the same energy back. It won't create energy, it won't be like springy, like a pogo stick or something like people think it is, but it will give you the energy return to it. So if you're not doing very high knees, you're not going to get a lot back. And this is a serious disadvantage as opposed to my real ankle that can push off and create energy. And yeah. Posterior mounted blades are great for sprinting. And I do use it for like 5Ks, but the big problem with these is your hips are uneven when you walk. The reason that your hips are uneven is because when your prosthetist fits you for this type of blade, you want an inch to 2 inches difference in height. You actually want it to be taller in height because you want your hips to be even. If you're a unilateral amputee, you want your hips to be even at full compression. So when your leg is down and far as it possibly can, you want your hips to be even. That being said, like I said about energy, if you're walking, you're not gonna get that. So very uncomfortable to walk in. It's okay jogging. It's not my favorite personally. I know people will do like marathons in this leg, but I am not those people. I don't like it. This is my sprinting foot. I did an 800 and that was a terrible decision. Who let me do that? But typically I'll do about 100 and 200 meter races, and that's pretty much it. Next, we have a distal mounted blade, distal being on the bottom. This leg is the Fillauer Obsidian. So it's much shorter and it is so soft. Like I can literally bend it just with my arms, which is crazy because I could not do that with my other leg. And it also has a split toe, which is supposed to be great for trail running because, you know, trails aren't very even. Here's the thing. I don't use this leg for running. I know. I know. I've actually found that this foot is too soft for me to run in. And how running categories work, so there's running categories. Surprise, there's running categories. And it's based off of your weight because obviously somebody who weighs 100 pounds is going to inherently have more pressure into the blade as somebody who weighs 250 pounds. So there's different weight categories for running blades. We went up, I think, 2 categories in this foot, and it's still too soft for me. So I personally don't like it for running. I feel like my hip goes down too far, and then it's really uncomfortable, and it's not comfortable for me to run in. I know lots of people who run in it and love it. It's their favorite leg. That's great. For me, not my favorite. What I do love it for is golf. It is the craziest thing. I don't know when I decided, hey, this would be a great foot for golfing in, but like, this is the best freaking foot for golfing. My golf foot, when I swing, my prosthetic legs and back. And when you typically would rotate, because you rotate when you play golf, when you do your swing, with a normal prosthetic leg, my heel would get caught. And if my heel gets caught and my leg still keeps turning, then my leg turns inside my socket. Doesn't matter what suspension system I'm wearing, it's super uncomfortable, didn't work. But this doesn't have a heel. So when you turn, it's almost like you're pointing your toe like a normal foot would do. So this is absolutely my favorite foot for golfing. Again, you still have the problem where it's a little bit uneven, so it's not very comfortable to walk in. So 18 holes is a lot to deal with, but it's fine. But I also do use this foot for gymnastics. It gives you just enough energy return, not like my big blade that I wear, but just enough energy return that it makes it feel more comfortable to do things like back handsprings and round offs and stuff like that. Sometimes it gives me a little bit too much, but that's okay. There are a million different types of running blades out there, but they do different things. So depending on what you want to do, you should find the running blade for that thing. Like there are legs specific for long jumping. There are legs for sprinting like I showed you. There are legs for jogging. There's people of all different types that like all different legs. And I know I'll never be able to show you like, hey, this is the perfect leg for you. But I at least want to show you what I've discovered with the couple different legs that I've had. I really hope that helps. I really hope I can make more videos. Amadeus is judging me so hard right now. Can you see him? Sir? He's very judgmental. I really hope that helped. I really hope I keep making videos. Thank you so much for all your support. You know, I haven't posted on YouTube in a hot minute, and I haven't looked at my YouTube in a hot minute. Like I said, I've just been so crazy. And I come back and I have like 2,000 new followers, 1,000 new followers, whatever it was. But I'm just like, where did you guys come from? And I was at an event and people were like, oh, I watch your YouTube videos. And I was like, I forgot I had a YouTube, if you want me to be honest. Thank you, as always, for the support. I appreciate every single one of you. I really want to make this work. I have a little bit more time now. I'm in a better mood, so I hope that I can continue making these videos. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.